Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy AJ. I'm here with Cypher. The Knicks just beat the Nets in a close game. We just witnessed a Cam Thomas masterclass. Yeah, I don't want to get too far deep into this game, but first half it was just a Cam Thomas show. 27 points in the first half. I didn't really feel no impact from any other players on the Nets, man. I mean, Dennis wasn't really good in this first half to me. But what do you think about the first half, I guess, Syph? What was your point of view and what'd you see?
Okay, so first half was the Cam Thomas show.
Mhm,
Like he was taking over. He did basically all of the work.
mhm.
27 points, 10 of 11 shooting. The most points he's ever had in a first half. Like absolutely, or just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And I believe the Nets, everyone else not named Cam Thomas. So okay, the Nets scored 59 points in the first half. 27 of them were Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
The rest, 32 points on 10 of 35 shooting by the rest of the team. So offensively, they just weren't doing anything, and defensively, they were getting just cooked by the Knicks.
Yeah.
OG was getting to the rim at will. Brunson, Bridges were just getting in the paint and scoring over defenders, no problem. So thank goodness Cam Thomas was able to just carry the offense.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I'm like, this the Knicks didn't really do anything special. I mean, Jalen Brunson was okay. He was doing his usual foul baiting, gets into the line thing. They were more scoring as a team. It wasn't like specifically one guy that was carrying the Knicks. Like Mikal was shooting well, but it was like the whole team in general. It was like a very team effort. Did you feel that way too in the first half? It was like team effort wise, why they were up in the first half at halftime. This wasn't really like somebody was just going off. It was more of like a balanced effort from the Knicks.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm,
I think it was basically I think OG. Now Brunson had 16, Bridges had 14,
mhm,
OG had 14. So those three just were combining, for a lot of points. Nobody necessarily took over. It was
yeah,
very efficient.
yeah. So we get into the second half, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, yo, somebody please help Cam. Please help Cam. And we never really got to that point. We were just stuck on um I guess you would say in the second half, CJ gave us a little bit of buckets. Talk about CJ. Well, not CJ, DFS. I guess DFS kind of gave the team a spark. He had that little incident with OG, like the little scrum with OG, and then the Nets went down. And the Nets, we were down a couple. I think
I, I
we had down
really, I really
21.
like that by Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, yeah,
In the past, like the Nets have gotten like tossed around before. It's great to see. Similar to last year with Trenton Watford giving back up to Cam Thomas when OG got into his face.
yeah.
It's nice to see some Nets show some toughness.
Yeah, because I like that because I think that kind of woke us up. Because after that moment, then we started fighting back in the game because the Nets weren't really in this game until like late in the fourth. I mean, we were probably like I said, we were down 21, down 19. We cut it to 10, going into the four, and then it's like that's when like that DFS situation happened, and that's when like the Nets started fighting. CJ woke up. I think he hit a three. Dennis got to the line at an and one. Like that's when the team kind of felt like, okay, we got to help Cam out here. And then it was little too late though. And CT just well, we got to talk about this last possession because we cut it down to I think Dennis hits that three, and what does he cut it down to after he hits that three? Was it a 2 point game or a
Oh,
1 point?
he after that three with
Mhm,
11 seconds left, we were
mhm.
up by one.
We were up by one. Yes, he hits that three. We were up by one. Then Jalen Brunson comes back, hits the that three. Was it a three or a two? But I remember he hit
It
a
was a
shot.
three.
It was a three, hit that shot. They go back up. And then after that, it's just we get the this is the thing too, because Jordy, God bless Coach Jordy, but we did not have any time out at all. Like I'm like looking at the I'm like, how did we just waste all our timeouts? But I remember you told me, Saif, that
The
it was
challenges.
yeah, the refs were just so they're just so just it just wasn't a good game from the refs either. I'm not trying to make excuses, but the refs were just very inconsistent. And talk about that too, Saif. Like, why did Jordy like waste all his timeouts before, we really needed it late in the fourth, like 20 seconds left. We need a shot to go up to win. Jalen Brunson just hits the dagger, like the timeouts, man.
Okay, so I can't be mad at Coach Fernandez. Like he
Mhm,
did exactly what he was supposed to do. There were two foul calls, both on OG against Dorian Finney-Smith.
mhm.
Okay, one was Dorian Finney-Smith stripped OG, was going for the ball, and OG just dragged him down to the ground. And for some reason, the refs called it on Dorian Finney-Smith. And
Wow.
obviously, that wasn't a foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. So
Mhm,
coach challenges, he wins the challenge. Uh, that's OG's fifth foul. Dorian Finney-Smith gets two free throws. It was the correct decision. And then the second time, it was again OG against Dorian Finney-Smith. Mad about that fight they had a little bit earlier.
yeah,
He on an inbound, he grabs the jersey, uh, bumps him, and it goes out of bounds. The refs call it out of bounds. First of all, they don't call the foul, and they call it out of bounds on Dorian Finney-Smith. Again, coach challenges, and credit to the NBA because they changed the rule where you can now challenge a call, and if a foul should have been called, the refs can go back and call that foul, during the challenge. So Jordy challenges. That's his second challenge. They win it, obviously. Free throw, and then OG fouls out. So again, another great challenge by coach.
yeah.
But now we have no timeouts.
Yeah. So I guess that, yeah, the way you put it there is like I see why the timeouts were wasted. It's not like totally like for a dull reason. Like, some coaches just waste timeouts. They use, take too many timeouts too often, or don't let the team play through struggles, which you're supposed to do as a coach. You're supposed to stop momentum at times, but you don't want to go overboard with the timeouts because you still need it. I feel like as a coach, you gotta try to save at least one. But like you said, the situation you were giving, like it made sense why he just had to bite the bullet in the end for those timeouts to be wasted because it was a momentum swing too at the time.
If,
Um,
if coach hadn't if coach hadn't used those challenges,
mhm,
like it would not have been a one possession game. Like we
yeah,
would have been down by 6 or 7 points.
yeah, that makes sense. So final take, like I said, well after that Jalen Brunson dagger, like I said, we had no timeout, so we just had to rush. We still had a lot of time on the clock. Dennis was just looked like he was just running with his head with a chicken cut. You know that saying, chicken running like a chicken with his head cut off. That's basically what Dennis looked like in the last, what was it, 15 seconds? At least 15 seconds to get down the court.
Like 10. I'll give him
10.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10. Came down the court. I think he tried to get a screen, circled back around, back to the three. Like he did like a little circle looking for things. And then he did like a full like straight rim drive against Mikal to get this layup for the win. Because Dennis sometimes uses his speed and transition to get like little off guard layups, because people are not really about like paying attention, and he gets those like little quick layups. And he tried to do that for the win, but it just was just terrible. I remember I looked at the replay and I could see Cam Thomas was like still like coming up to half court, but he looked like he was open. Like he wasn't doubled. There wasn't no shading towards him. Dennis could have easily at least run something. I know it's no timeout, but at least try to get a better shot, in my opinion. Like you running at a 6'7" wing to win the game off a layup is just after Cam Thomas. You got to honor Cam. Honor Cam Thomas for that because he dropped 45. He was carrying the team until the fourth quarter when you guys started to wake up, and then you just did not give him the ball at all. At least let him die, give him the live or die shot, man. It was just unbelievable.
Uh, okay. It's hard to be like super like 100% he did the wrong thing, but
Yeah.
no timeouts. I think there was less than 10 seconds left on the clock. You're running in transition. I think inherently, look, Cam Thomas needs to get the ball in that situation.
Yeah. Just give it to Cam. Because the thing of this is, right? If you just give it to Cam and you get the hell out the way, you spread it out, 5 out. At least Cam, if you don't even run a play, Cam will probably get doubled and somebody's gonna have an open shot. He's gonna create offense just by of his aura this game, his gravity, because he just dropped 45 on insane efficiency. That's what that would have been a better shot. A Cam Thomas double and then he passes it to you and you're wide open is a better shot than you trying to run down a weird ass transition layup for the win. And you just get plocked, like you get
Or
pinned.
it should have been Cam Thomas getting the ball first and him running in transition and doing something.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, give it to CT should have got the ball from the inbound, or like he should have stayed and
Yeah.
he call like as a vet, call him, yo, CT, come get it.
Cam
Yeah, and yeah.
Cam Thomas, okay, I don't know if this is him or if this is the coach. I think it
Mhm,
is the coach, but and look, I love Jordy Fernandez. He is the
mhm,
best head coach we have had since Kenny Atkinson, and
right.
he did a phenomenal job tonight. But I'm tired of the Schroeder centric offense. Look,
Yeah.
I know Schroeder's the veteran. I know he's the point guard, but look, tonight he was 4 of 17. He only
Mhm,
had one good play in this game, in my opinion, and that was the game leading three.
yeah.
He just makes so many boneheaded moves, and look, I know you trust the guy. I know you like the guy, but Cam needs the ball more. And look, I know the haters are going to say, "Oh, why he's not going to pass?" And it's like tonight
Mhm.
he was passing.
Yeah, he
He
was.
had 3 assists. He could have had more. He could have had 6 assists if his teammates would hit open shots. Like
Oh
if
my
Simmons
god.
hadn't blown that damn layup, he would have had
That
four.
was a clear layup too. Like he blew that layup was so bad. Like you go on Twitter and type in Ben Simmons missed layup or Ben Simmons, and you'll see that layup on Twitter. It was just so bad how he missed it. Like he was right at the rim and he missed like it like slammed off the backboard onto the other side. Like I couldn't believe how bad that was, bro.
And look,
Mm,
you need to give the ball to Cam Thomas more. You know, he has so much scoring gravity. It is easier for him to pass because how much defensive attention he gets. And
yeah,
the playmaking is never going to get better if you keep babysitting him with Schroeder or Shake Milton or Ben Simmons. This is a guy that has superstar potential, all star potential. Like his
yeah,
upside is so high. All you got to do is develop the playmaking. I mean, 43 points on 16 of 22 shooting, and he is a 6'3 guard. Like that is
yeah,
insane.
yeah. And like I was gonna say before, like with Cam Thomas, like you just gotta honor that. This man did everything for us to stay in this game, and you just gotta honor that in the end. Am I upset that we lost? Yes. I know we're in a tanking year, but like I said before, these two games against the Knicks, we should be rooting for wins. These are the only two games. If I could go, what do you play the next four times? If I can go 4 and 80, whatever, or 70 something, I would do it because I just, we got to beat the Knicks. That's our rivals, and we have their picks. So Knicks games is the only time I root for a win. Anytime any other team, I'm like, I'm cool with losing. I want to lose because I'm for the tanking Cooper agenda.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll say this, and just one compliment to these guys, man. I thought these guys like gave up because like
Mhm,
Johnson was playing terrible, DFS was playing terrible, Schroeder was playing terrible,
mhm.
and it's like Simmons was playing terrible, and they were down by 18 points going into the fourth. Like the fact that they were able to get the lead at the end, even though they blew it, it just compliments to them. Like this team is completely different from what it was last year. Like these guys are fighting hard.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Nets Kingdom One, and follow us on Twitter. All our Twitters are scrolling at the bottom. Check out Cypher. He just dropped a great article on a breakdown of this game. Go to netskingdom.net, click on that link, and then we'll drop the link in the description. But click on that and just read that article. He breaks it all down, analytics and everything. So appreciate you guys so much. We'll be back. Let us know in the comments how you guys feel about Cam Thomas masterclass. Heartbreaking loss. Oh my goodness. But let us know how you feel in the comments, and we'll be back.